I don't focus on manipulating algorithms. I focus on manipulating people, because the algorithms, well, you think about it, the algorithms want people on the platform.
You're listening to the Affiliate Marketing Podcast, brought to you by affiliatemedia.com, the chapter and verse of everything you need to know about running a successful affiliate program for your business. Now, here's your award-winning affiliate and performance marketing host, an industry veteran, your affiliate marketing guide, and the founder of Affiverse, Leanne Johnston.
Did you know that it's possible for a single 90-second video to change your entire business? Today's guest accidentally stumbled into affiliate marketing during a cruise holiday, and that happy accident led to over 20 million views across his content. Marty Englander joins us to share his 90-second video system that's reshaping how businesses connect with their audience. He'll break down why most people overcomplicate content creation and how stripping things back to basics could be your secret weapon. From turning a simple product review into a passive income stream to building an audience of hundreds of thousands without any fancy equipment, Marty reveals his exact formula. The best part? He's going to show you how to create scroll-stopping content in less time than it takes to make your morning coffee. Stay tuned as we dive into the psychology behind viral short-form videos, decode what makes content truly convert, and discover why authenticity trumps production value every single time. This is an episode that you won't want to miss. Welcome to this week's Affiliate Marketing Podcast with me, your host, Leanne Johnston. And today I'm super excited because we are bringing Marty Englander up on the mic. If you don't know who this man is yet, you are going to find out loads about him today on this podcast. Marty, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the podcast with me today. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited.
Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to today.
Tell my wonderful podcast audience who are tuning in from all over the world a little bit about who you are. And spoiler alert, if you've been on TikTok and you haven't seen this man yet, where have you been hiding? Tell us a little bit about who you are, how you got into digital marketing, how you built up a massive following on TikTok and YouTube and lots of other social media channels, and what it is that you do to help businesses grow.
Well, I've done quite a few things. I often refer to myself as a digital nomad. It's the easiest way to quantify all the different stuff that I do. I'm self-taught and everything. I do video, I create content, specifically content to lead people to where I want them to go. I'm not, whilst I've got a big following, having massive followings wasn't my objection, and I'm sure we'll get into that later down the line. But yeah, I create videos, I show businesses how to use innovative softwares to help part of it, automate some of their businesses or to get more traffic, more eyeballs on their businesses, how to niche down and really how to focus on, instead of the algorithms, focus on their target market. And yeah, I just put all of that together in nice, simple ways. And some people really like it. Other people sometimes like it. But, you know, I enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. So 20 million views. I mean, that is nothing to be snuffed at. I know you sound really humble, but this is the knowledge that we're going to delve into today. I want to start with your story because you told me your story, and I'm pretty sure that my audience, they love a little look-see behind the curtain of, you know, who's on the pod this week. So tell us the story of how this all kicked off and happened, because it's kind of accidentally on purpose. And I love the story. So I want you to share it with my audience.
Sure. So I first got into affiliate marketing by accident. Yeah, well, you know, at the time I didn't even know the concept of reverse engineering, but somehow I just naturally did it. So I was looking for tutorials on a software called Fast Pages, which is a website builder. And I came across, there was very little people reviewing or showing tutorials on this product. And I came across this one video and I was watching it and I just thought, this was awful. What is the point of this video even existing? It barely even showed the product. I started just looking around because it just didn't seem normal that someone would create something like this. Maybe in their minds it was really good, but I don't think they were actually aiming for quality. So I looked at the description and I saw there was this really weird URL. And the URL was, it had the domain, which was fastpages.io or something like those lines. And then it had this really weird string of characters after it. And I was just like, what is that? So I clicked it and it took me to the website, but I noticed the URL then changed to the YouTube channel's name. And I thought, okay, that's a bit weird. So I started looking around and I found in the footer an area called affiliates or partners. It was something along those lines. And I thought to myself, what does that even mean? What is that? That looks interesting. So I clicked on the page and you earn anywhere from like 30% plus recurring for every customer that you send your way. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm actually pretty good I'm pretty hardwired into software. So I'll just copy what this guy did. I just copy what this guy did. So I had my £30 webcam. I didn't have any microphone equipment. I had this really cheap looking awkward backdrop behind me, and I just pressed record and I just went through each feature of this software after spending like half an hour just learning it. And then I uploaded it to YouTube. I titled it basically the same way as this guy, and I put in this really ugly URL that was belonging to me. And I completely forgot about it. Next day, I went on a cruise with my girlfriend at the time, but now wife. And I couldn't really afford internet on the cruise, nor could I justify paying the pricing either at that point. So I didn't have any internet. I got on the cruise and we went off to sea. A few days later, we docked. I connected to the internet and I had this really weird looking email saying something along the lines of, congratulations, you just earned a commission. And I opened it up and I saw, congratulations, you've just earned, it was something like $30 or $50. And I thought to myself, what a load of rubbish. This is clearly just one of those scams trying to get me to submit my information. So I deleted the email, and obviously I was all depressed because I didn't have any inquiries coming in from my agency. And I jumped back onto the ship and no internet connection. Next day we docked again and turned the internet back on. This time I had like 2 emails. Again, congratulations. So I opened up email 1, it was another $30, $50. I opened up email 2 and it was like $75. And I just thought, no, this is a bit weird. I've never seen this format before. What's going on? And in the name of the email, it said Fast Pages. And I was like, do I know that name from? I know the name. And I had a think. And I was like, oh, wait, hold on. Is this from... No, it can't be. So I went to YouTube, looked at my video, and there it was, Fast Pages. And I logged into the back end, the affiliate portal, and it said, you had 2 or 3 referrals. I was like, is this real? And it was. It was real. And I was just like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, anyway, the affiliate awakening.
It was something was happening. Yeah. So I turned the internet back off and jumped back onto the cruise. But this time I was kind of like buzzed, and I was waiting for the next day to come where we dock again. Opened up, we docked, got the internet back up, and again I had more sales, and each one was like $50, $75, etc. And it just kept going. My heart was pumping. I was just so excited. And then I remember, I think it was like the next day it was a sea day, so I didn't have internet connection. Then we docked again, and I had more sales. And I called my dad at the time because my dad was my role model, and I called my dad and I said, Dad, you're not gonna guess what's just happened. And I told him, and then he was like, oh, well, really good job. My dad's like a hardcore accountant, so anything passive and money-making nature or digital stuff, it didn't necessarily agree with him, but he wasn't frowning it. It was just like, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, so as I hung up, I looked at my email again. This time I had like another sale for over $300, as in I actually earned $300, and that was because someone purchased a yearly subscription. And I called my dad back up and I was like, Dad, whilst talking to you, I just earned $300. Anyway, so fast forward to the end of, I think it was like a 10-day cruise. I actually not only earned back what I paid for the cruise, but I actually turned a profit. It was all a profit, but I earned more than what I paid for the cruise. And from that day forward, I was just hooked, absolutely hooked.
I love this story. And the reason why I've made you tell it is twofold. One, because there's a lot of affiliate managers that are listening to this podcast every week. And I want them to understand the journey that an affiliate takes. Like I want them literally to walk a mile in your shoes so they can understand how best to support you and what your journey is and how that's made you feel. And 2, because it literally demonstrates the power of affiliate marketing. Like I speak to so many people that tell me, I tried to run an affiliate program and it didn't didn't work. It didn't work because you're not supporting people like you. So I'm so thrilled that you shared that message with everybody here. And hopefully if you guys are listening, you can really get behind what Marty's doing, especially in the B2B SaaS space, because that's his area of expertise. But the reason why I'm even more excited about having you on this podcast is, one, you're going to share some really cool insights about why 90-second videos are the way to kind of move your business forward. So let's maybe start with that, because we've got a lot to cover today. Short form video. We know it's absolutely crushing it in B2B because you've literally just told us the story about how you got started, and 20 million views across your video inventory is nothing to be snuffed at. So why do you think this format is resonating so much with customers right now? And why do you think affiliate managers need to be working with more affiliates like you?
Well, so with short form video, it's low commitment. You don't need followers. You don't need fancy equipment. In fact, using your phone to record is probably the best way to do it because it's authentic and it's the trending format right now. But a lot of affiliates, often we're sold this whole shiny world and we go into it because we're told that we can make a lot of money when we're not earning a lot of money. But then we get into this vicious guru cycle of people sharing a little bit of information with us to buy their courses and softwares and blah, blah, because they're earning through the affiliate. Yeah. So when it comes to short form video, I think it's kind of like the same thing with ChatGPT when it became public facing. It was like this, it gives you instant access to the world from no commitment at all. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need any video editing skills. You don't need to outsource or anything. You can just be your true authentic self and just talk about what you know. And because short form is designed to go viral, it doesn't matter if you've got followers. And that's the beauty of short form video. This is why my 90-sec vid system is doing quite well at the moment, because so many everyday people who are juggling their daily activities as a woman, two-man or woman business, they just don't have the time to do stuff. But just imagine being able to pick up your phone, following a really simple format and then post it. And then that same video gets seen by thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. And if you can, and one of the biggest things is compounding. So if you're able to do that every day, like I've done for the last 30 days, and you actually get somewhat decent at, well, in the past 30 days, just my TikTok account has had over 800,000 views. Just posting this simple little, and that's actually low for my TikTok account. That's because I'm, but it's just, that's the thing with short form. This is what affiliate managers need to know. This is that low commitment, easy to get in front of people, and it takes out all the shiny fluff that most people are preaching, most gurus are preaching. It
depends on two things here that I think are very important for affiliate managers to tune into. The first thing is finding the right partners who can actually represent your brand authentically in short form video, because a lot of affiliate managers are worried about investing into content creators, influencers, because there's regulation, compliance, brand, all of these things. But the point is that you set these partners up from the start with a really good onboarding process, and you educate them on their product and you set them loose. 800,000 visits is a lot of views. It's a lot of brand exposure that you're not paying for up front, because the affiliate doesn't ask to get paid unless somebody converts, right? Yeah. So I just think that there's power here, and we don't really know how to leverage it in a traditional affiliate program, which is why I brought you onto the podcast today, to actually just open people's minds in terms of how they should be working with content creators like you, and how they can leverage all of this mass branding to actually propel their programs forward and to invite other affiliates in. Now, you mentioned 90 seconds, which seems insignificant, okay? Anybody can pick up the phone and use it for 90 seconds. We're probably all using our phones for 2.5 hours a day on average. How do you, walk us through a simple example of how somebody can get started creating a really good 90-second video? Everyone talks about the hook but 90 seconds is kind of short to tell a whole story. So what's your best piece of advice in terms of, even affiliate managers who want to build their personal brand and create 90-second videos about their programs? What's the formula that they can use?
So just to clarify, the 90-sec vid system is actually, you can have the idea to post within 90 seconds. So the videos aren't actually 90 seconds, they're actually closer to, under 60 seconds. So I focus on three things. A three-step process, which is problem, solution, and capture. Okay. And you'll be surprised how many businesses actually miss out the capture bit or miss out the problem bit and go straight into the solution. Okay. Just to give a little bit of context, with short form video, people are in what I call zombie mode. They're aimlessly scrolling. They've got the TV on in the background. Sometimes they're on the toilet. Sometimes they're having a conversation on the bus, hiding in the toilet at work. You know, they're aimlessly scrolling. They're not. And it's weird because they're in this automated, even if they're not even looking at the phone, they're just like, no one's going to be able to see me do this, but they're just using their thumb just to scroll up and up and up and past. So this is what we call disruptive marketing, where we need to stop them. And the way we stop them is through step one, which is the problem. You know, what is like this thing that we can either pique their curiosity, trigger an emotional response in them? What's that thing? And often we can use a question, you know, like, do you have brain fog, for example? You know, something like that. Or did you lose your keys again? Or have your staff stolen half of your business again? You know, and
so let's do this now. Let's actually do this. Let's put our money where our mouth is, both of us together, and let's teach everybody listening to this to do a video about their affiliate program so they can acquire more affiliates through social media channels. Let's just like make it a real thing now. Okay. I know I'm putting you on the spot.
No, let's do it.
So I'll do the context of the question. So speaking as an affiliate manager, are you tired of not converting your traffic into sales? I think that's the biggest problem that any affiliate has. So as an affiliate manager, I've got ABC affiliate program. My 90-second plan for a 60-second video is going to start here. Are you sick and tired of not converting your traffic into sales? Because I can help you with that. That would be my question that I would start the video concept with.
Well, I would say you need to get even more personal with them, you know, because there's still some techie speak. Because remember, we're now talking to the person. We want to talk to their hearts, because we know the saying is people buy with their hearts and justify with their minds. So it's not, is your traffic not converting? It's more, why are you only getting 200 views? You know,
got it.
So the first one is we get really relatable, we get specific, we get tangible, you know. Then we go on to the solution, which is, did you know you've actually only got 3 seconds to capture someone's attention before they leave this video? So it's no surprise. It's not even your fault that you're only getting 200 views. But actually, and then so that was the solution, telling them that they've only got 3 seconds. But it's not enough of a solution for them just to forget about you. Next is the capture stage. This is where we turn it into a win-win. Right now, it's a win-lose because we've given information to the viewer, but as the affiliate, where's our award? You know, there's no good just telling people stuff.
Telling me my problem and not telling me a solution.
Hence the word lead. We need to lead them where we want them to go. Think of this as the problem solution capture as a funnel. Top of it, the problem solution. And then the capture is simply, I've actually written this entire guide. If you go to this URL, you can download it and you can say for free, you can buy it, or here's a discount code, or even if you don't want to send them somewhere, it really is specific to what action do you want from them. If you want them to like the video, don't send them away from the platform. Tell them to like the video.
Message you or DM you or comment, like that.
You know. But typically, because they're in lazy mode, unless we, and I don't want to use technical terms like hooks and all of that stuff, but unless we disrupt their thought process, we're not going to be able for them to do anything, which is why we just keep everything one problem, one solution, one action. And when you're utilizing that every single day through the 90-second vid system, and it's only taking you 90 seconds to do it, like that's like in 100 days, you can have 100 videos, each targeting the same problem, just rewording
different
it over
segments
and over.
Of affiliates even. So the way that I'm looking at this in less than a minute, because I have been timing you, less than 60 seconds now, I've created a video for my affiliate program, whichever one I'm managing today, which is like, why are you not converting? You know, the solution is that, you know, you've only got 3 views or whatever, or three sales. I can help you get to 25 sales out of your 200 views. Message me for the offer that's going to convert or in my affiliate program today. Like, that's how quick and simple this, 60-second video.
And the thing is that we're not adding fancy effects into it. We're not adding, we're not outsourcing it. We're not doing anything. It's literally, no one can see this, but you pick up your phone, you say ... and then that's it, you post. You can add hashtags into it or whatever. But an important note is that most businesses were so overloaded with all the information that typical YouTubers, typical gurus, typical big timers who are spending six figures every month on their content are telling us to do, that we forget we're not video editors, we're not videographers, and we're not trying to be any of that. So as long as we can get our message out to people effectively, the algorithm is only going to find you people who are willing to listen to you. So if people are not listening to you because your videos are just not focusing on the person and trying to focus on the algorithm, well, the algorithms are just going to find you more of the people who aren't,
that aren't going to follow what you're saying and selling. And that's the authenticity piece, which you touched on right at the beginning, is that the reason why you've had success is because, and I know this because I've watched all of your videos before I contacted you.
I'm so
every
sorry.
single one, no, it was, I mean, that's what made me contact you, is that every single one was you. There was no fancy bits. It was just pure, simple, easy to understand. And the reason why I started following you, and I'm not afraid to say this, is that you taught me how to use ChatGPT like correctly with the proper prompts. Like you actually taught me things that I didn't know. And I thought, wow, this guy's like really great. And we can maybe talk about the outreach that I gave to you, because that's the second stage of the problem. The first stage is getting affiliates to know who you are as an affiliate manager. The second stage is actually getting people to contact you. So maybe you can share on my audience, like what actually made you respond to me, because you must get thousands of emails off of TikTok and YouTube and affiliate managers contacting you all the time to work with you. What made you answer my email? Because you literally answered it about 30 minutes after I sent it, which I thought was amazing, because, I didn't really think you were going to answer me at all. But here we are today having this fantastic podcast. But like, what are some of the simple things? And this is good for affiliate managers to hear. What are some of your pet peeves in terms of when people contact you to work with you that we can learn from and help everybody to understand how to better approach content creators like yourself?
So there's different levels. So I am going to answer that, but I just need to give some clarity first. There's different levels of affiliates, okay, and it's a very affiliate world in terms of affiliate marketers. We're all over the place. We're at all different levels, and our knowledge base is so varied, So you contacted, I guess you can call a super affiliate. So I'm proficient.
Listen, don't be humble. Like 20 million views, okay? You are a super affiliate. That's it.
I'm at a certain level where I'm introverted, and the only reason I went into this area is because I was sick and tired of feeling exhausted at the end of the day from talking to people and. So I literally spent like 10 years, once I've discovered affiliate marketing, combining my existing traffic generation knowledge, which I didn't even recognize that's what it was at the time, on how I can not talk to people, how I can remove the obligation of money and providing a service. Because once you take money from someone, I need to provide a service. But if I'm not the one taking the money, I'm just the one sending, I don't need to do anything. I've got no commitments to you. I've got no obligation to do anything. But I won an affiliate competition. I got flown out to Bali to give a mastermind talk to a bunch of very, very wealthy people. Dan, who was the guy who flew me out. I didn't even know I was in this affiliate competition, but anyway, I got flew out. I gave this talk, and out of these companies that were turning over like 10, 20 mil a year, it was my talk that everyone leaned forward. Like Dan, who runs like a department of over 8 people, was like, look, I've taken 6 notes worth of pages. His top marketing guy was like, oh my God. I watched him as I was giving the talk behind the camera. He was like, and I saw them looking at each other like, why don't we think of this sort of thing? So, and I thought to myself, why are they just like, what did I do so differently? And then I spoke to my wife and I said to her, if you could put me in any role, what would it be? So she said, you'll probably make me a lecturer.
I thought,
And I said, oh, is that how boring I am? She said, no, just because you know your stuff and you know how to communicate it effectively. And then I think back to, I used to work predominantly with small, medium-sized businesses when I was running my agency. And when they first saw me, they just saw like this 20-year-old with I didn't have a beard at the time, so with just like this baby face. And I could tell their persona was like, oh, who are you? But the moment I started talking and going through things, they were getting excited. Like they were drawing into the screen. And I used to be like an A-star drama student and all of this stuff, and it all ties in. So after that talk in Bali, I started thinking, right, I need to start changing myself a little bit to be more open to working with people. But every single email, now coming into the actual question, sorry for long-winding it, every single email I received about coming to do a talk or, coming onto a podcast, it was centered about them. It was never about, me or sort of thing. So yes, part of you contacting me was you contacted me at the right time. But I think we said when we first spoke, I had good vibes from your email because it wasn't self-centered. It didn't feel like AI generated anyway. It was polite, courteous, straight to the point. Like I have probably...
Time is money. And that's actually
time is money,
point to point out to affiliate managers listening here. You think you're important to an affiliate because your product is great and you've got great commission to offer them, but you don't know who else that affiliate is working with. And their time is money. Like they are being paid. They only earn when their time is spent wisely, as you've heard here now with Marty. So and it's massive as well. Don't forget, if I'm being seen by 800,000 people bare minimum a month, like, I don't want to be used for someone else to growth hack their way, sort of thing. And, so if you don't straight off the bat give me good vibes, just being direct, straightforward, don't try to be smart in the email and stuff like that. I smell that a mile away. I have companies day in, day out offering me free softwares, free stuff. I've got 5 tablets, like Android tablets and stuff that companies just send to me. They don't even ask anymore. They just send it to me. Like, I'm not like, I have options, and I know that's really entitled to say, but good affiliate marketers are divas in nature. We're talent, we're divas. We are really good at traffic generation. We're really good at crafting offers, and we're good at pulling it all together. And usually we're not like you said earlier on, we're not taught any of this. We're self-taught in all of it. Yeah. So we've spoken to a lot of people. We've cried. We've drawn blood. We've done it all. We know what you're after. I love what you're saying there, because there is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that goes in to getting the kinds of views that Marty gets. So don't by any means think that all of a sudden he cracked onto a easy fix and then, started making, megabucks. That's not how this journey has worked. And we don't have enough time in this podcast to give you that journey.
Sorry, I talk.
No, it's great. I mean, but the other thing is, you're very good at simplifying complex strategies. And if somebody had to say to me, hey, what is Marty's superpower? To me, it's simplifying complex strategies. So what is the one thing that you can give? Because we are going to have to wrap it up shortly. But what is the one tactic that you can give to anybody listening, whether they're an affiliate trying to grow their traffic strategies, or whether they're an affiliate manager trying to, get more affiliates or find the right affiliates or, help their program to grow? Give us one tip for each persona, because they're both listening to this podcast. Okay. What's your one big tip and advice?
If you're an affiliate, so I kind of gave the 3-step process, which is, gold in its own right, just to simplify it that way. But the first, for the affiliate, if I'll add on top of that, and I'll do the same with the publisher as well, with the manager as well. But for the affiliate, remove the goal of making loads of money, especially at the start. Remove the goal of getting millions of views. Okay, because what's going to happen is that you set those goals straight off the bat, and 10 days in, when you're still only getting 500, 800 views per video, you ain't going to be happy. And you're going to be demotivated, and you're probably going to burn yourself out or start self-doubting, and you'll start messing up your whole system. Instead of saying, I'm going to get millions of views or millions of pounds straight off the bat, say to yourself, I'm going to post one video every day, 7 days a week for the next 12 months. And go from there. That is exactly what I did. Fast forward, I've now got amazing people like Leanne asking me questions and inviting me on the podcast. But so for affiliates, set your goals slightly different. Okay, because this is a business. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's one of the most lucrative businesses you can go into, but very few affiliates truly succeed because they don't treat it like a business. So most businesses don't just, it is possible to have wild success overnight if you do it every day for 10 years.
I have to agree with you there, and speaking from personal experience here, we are going a little bit off topic, but my peeps know that I do that. Everything you've said is exactly what I've done on LinkedIn to grow my community. over the last 4 years. So I post consistently every day about the things that I'm passionate about in relation to affiliate marketing, and it's always about affiliate marketing in some way, shape, or form. And it's consistent, regular content that builds a community around your personal brand, your business brand, whatever it is. But it's also not a get-rich-quick scheme. Like most people associate affiliate marketing to get rich quick, and you and I both know that that is not the case. There is a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, and affiliate managers need to understand that. You know, it's not, there are some affiliates that get rich quick. They find a little niche, they, cotton onto it, and they're really lucky with timing. But that can be said about any business. Yeah. But the true graph and the consistent content is really what actually makes this business grow.
Every day.
Turning up every day. And also what you said about building relationships. And I suppose that's the bit that you're going to kind of give to the affiliate managers now. So I'm going to keep stum. But the people really matter in this industry to me. And I think that's a lesson that can be learned from new people coming into the industry.
So with affiliate managers, it's a difficult one because I've always been a solo sort of guy, because I've never really found an affiliate manager who was able to, well, I mean, we've not started working with each other yet, but we'll say, but I've never found an affiliate manager that had the same sort of knowledge of what I was doing, nor have I found an affiliate manager where I couldn't just go to the vendors and get what I wanted. Yeah. The reason I would ever, and again, I don't work with affiliate managers that much because I've just not needed to, but if I was, they would need to have a good knowledge of not so much the product that I'm promoting, but what's going on online, of
behind the scenes.
And often the foundations of how to use YouTube or how to use TikTok, or even, I don't focus on manipulating algorithms. I focus on manipulating people, because the algorithms, well, you think about it, the algorithms want people on the platform. So in order to keep people on the platform, you need to know how they think, and keep them on the platform. Guess what the platforms are going to do? Drive more traffic, So, but I do it in a nice way, I do it in a nice way. But I want to know more about what my target market are actually responding to. I want to know the persona. I want to know where they're eating. I want to know like those tangible desires that they're truly after, and stuff like that. That's what I want to know.
We always talk about that in content marketing as features and benefits. As an affiliate manager, you need to know the features of what you want the affiliate to sell, but you also need to tell the affiliate the benefits that the customers want and need. Yeah. Because when you put those two together, that's when the real content starts to actually produce magic and content.
There's a million products online. It's you can take any product, and if you market it the right angle, that really doesn't matter. But if you're not talking to the customer in the sense of knowing what's making them tick, you're not going to be able to even give them things for free. Trust me, I've tried giving things to free at one point. It was easier just not to do it, because they didn't want to take it because I wasn't giving the right message. So that's really important. What is the message that the customer is really after,
Yeah, I love that. And that's actually a really good place to stop. So I'm going to say thank you so much for being on this podcast and giving us so much tangible insights on what it's like to actually build an affiliate empire, because I think that is what you're building. If you haven't followed Marty on TikTok, please go and follow him. His videos are absolute beaut, and they're short and quick and easy to understand for idiots like me. I want to say thank you so much for being on this podcast with me today, because I know your time is valuable, and I know that my entire community around the world is going to appreciate some of the insights and value bombs that you've dropped here for us. Just, really thank you for your time. I'm blessed to have you on this podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
That's a wrap for this week's Affiliate Marketing Podcast. If you're loving what we're putting down, why not head over to Apple iTunes and give us a 5-star review? Make sure to subscribe to our podcast and our YouTube channel so you never miss another insightful episode or one of our free webinars ever again. Tune in next week for more digital affiliate marketing insights, trends, tips, and content to keep your affiliate and performance marketing fresh and your partners driving consistent sales.